I'm not homeschooling. I'm on a career path. Are you crazy? That's just weird anyway. I was the person who said I would never ever do it. Who cares that my husband was homeschooled? I thought it was weird because only the people that I saw on TV with the show, Little House on the Prairie, they were the only people that I thought homeschooled. I was on a career path and nothing was going to stop me. And then it hit me. This collaboration is being hosted by Leilani. Her channel is Living with Eve. Be sure to check out her channel as well as all of the other homeschool content creators to find out today why we chose to homeschool. You'll get different perspectives and maybe one will really resonate with you. Hi, my name is CJ and this is my channel Homeschooling with High School, and I am going to tell you why I chose to homeschool. First, I was the person who said I would never ever do it. Who cares that my husband was homeschooled? I already told him that I wasn't going to do it. It was part of the marriage deal. Well, that changed, and here I am now. I am homeschooling 2 in middle school and my first high schooler. So I was watching the news a lot during one of my pregnancies, and I had J3 in a Christian pre-K school, and we were paying for that. And I was just noticing what was going on around. They were taking art and music out of the schools. There were school shootings, and it just seemed that people didn't value customer service and proper manners, and people didn't care about their character, and you could just act any kind of way. And all of those things combined, a light bulb just clicked like this. Just like that, a light bulb clicked on, and I began to think, we are pregnant now with our third. We have one that we're paying for Christian education in pre-K, and I'm not so sure that I personally want others instilling their values inside of my child. This is for that parent out there that might be thinking, you know what, I just don't have that option because of life circumstance. I have to send my kids to school, and I get that. There is a place for public school and Christian school and charter schools and all of that. Yes, there is. There is a place. There are people with seasons in their life that these avenues, these brick and mortars just make sense for them. And there is no judgment there from me. This is not a blanket statement. Not all schools are bad. Not all teachers are bad. Not all people that are behind the cash register, they don't have customer service skills or they're not polite. And so I had a discussion with my husband because, let me remind you, I was very firm, and he said, you know what, that's not a problem at all. I understand if you don't want to homeschool. Let's not do that. And so this particular day, a light bulb just clicked on that this is something that I could do. Plus, it would save us lots of money because paying for a Christian education would be expensive now that we were planning on having more children. And we would be able to instill our values, our family values, and godly character the way we wanted to instill into our children, and also give them the individual teaching that we know that we could provide. And it was just as simple as that. A light bulb. It clicked on, and that was it. I got off of my high horse of I'm never going to homeschool because it was weird, and that began our journey. Now, let me tell you, it was rough those first several years. Yes, just the age of teaching reading and writing and potty training and manners, and if this timeout method is going to work or not, and trying to keep up with the household as a young mom and one baby on the way. And elementary was rough. And my teaching degree is in elementary education, but the focus was more on the upper grades. So I was, 5th and 6th grade, and it was just rough on me because I just never saw myself as somebody who would be great with the little ones, but I could knock out middle school and high school with no problem. And so I had to pray a lot about getting through those years and ask God to show me how I was going to do this, and He provided the way. Tell me that you can relate to this. I cannot be the only one who said they were never going to homeschool. And here we are. There are warm days, there are fuzzy days, there are lovely days, and there are just rough days where you just want to throw in the hat and be done. I had so many I'm gonna be done days. I would call my husband at work and say, I am done. When you come home, please take the kids and I'm going to go to sleep. And tomorrow we're gonna figure out a different plan of education. There were many of those days, but I'm so happy that I just persevered. I really am, because there's nothing that can beat the days now of laughter and the discussions we have and the topics that come up and the questions that they ask, and sometimes just the reminders from folks that say, wow, your kids are so well behaved, and the days that you don't think that things are going so well, or the weeks that you don't think things are going so well, and then people say, wow, look at how your kids can chat with all different ages and people in their stages of life. I get laughs, I get giggles, we get to, develop our own schedule, how we'd like it to be, and there's nothing that can beat that. Nothing at all can beat the discussions that come up and the times that we can stop and we can pause and we can work on sibling relationships immediately, character development, or we have a family in town and they can sit and listen to their elders or listen to other folks and their stories and learn from them and do projects around the house with them. There's nothing that can beat that at all. And so I encourage you to share with me, what is your homeschooling journey, or are you thinking about it, and what is the pause that prevents you? So please tell me below your homeschooling story, or what you're considering, because you might just be considering homeschooling thinking, you know what, I can't do it. She has a teaching degree. I don't. I'm not smart enough. Let me tell you, I have a teaching degree, but I still thought the same thing. I still thought I would not be able to do this. I thought that I would not be smart enough to teach my kids. And let me tell you something, you can. You can do it. There are so many resources out there these days. There are so many businesses that are on board. There are so many homeschooling groups, and there are neighbors and friends and family that have special tools and skills that they can, possibly volunteer and provide if you like that route as well. You can do it. Please share with me your thoughts. Can you relate to anything that I had to say today? Because I know I'm not alone, and you're not alone either. I never thought I'd make it here, but here I am, with one in high school so far. And I just want to encourage you to watch the playlist and hear from everybody and what they say, and make the best decision for your family. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.